Good morning. Today is day 21 of my Camino, and today I am going from Burgo, Ranero to Mansilla de las Mulas. However, I am not walking today or tomorrow, and I thought I would share my thoughts behind why I am taking a bus today and tomorrow. I'll talk about today, and I'll talk about tomorrow in tomorrow's video. But it's not because I'm injured or anything is wrong. It's just the circumstance. So one of the things that I decided a number of days ago was that I don't like to walk stretches between towns of more than about 10 kilometers. I start to get uncomfortable with it right around that point. So today there is from Albergo Ranero to the next town, which is Ranero, is about 13 kilometers. And then there's, I think, 6 kilometers after that. So my first thought was I would take transportation from here to Ranero and then walk that 6 kilometers. But when I looked into it, the only way to get to Ranero is with a taxi, and that would cost about 35 euros, or I could take a bus here directly to Mansilla de las Mulas, and that would cost 2 euros. So I decided that I would just take that bus to Mansilla de las Mulas and call it a day. So in case anyone is not familiar with the Camino, there's really only one rule on the Camino, and that is you have to walk the last 100 kilometers to get a certificate at the end, and I will do that. And fortunately, there aren't any long stretches longer than 10 kilometers after today, so I won't have to worry about skipping sections for that reason going forward. So this will be the last time I'll need to do that. But whatever you do before you get to that 100-kilometer mark doesn't really matter unless it's super important to you to walk every step of the way. And I've already said that's never been my mindset. I'm willing to take transportation where that makes sense to me up to that 100-kilometer mark. So that's where I am today. It sounds like there are a number of cool things to do in Mansilla de las Mulas, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'll show you those on the video. And so that's my explanation for what I'm doing today. I'll see you as we go today. So here's something I've never seen before. The toilet's in there. The toilet paper's out here, which I didn't notice before I went in there. Luckily, I had some in my bag, but how strange. It was about a 20-minute bus ride to Mansilla de las Mulas. So I'm heading towards the city center where my hotel is. It's too early to check in yet, but I'm just gonna get my bearings from there. And then there's a museum I wanna go see. There's a couple different churches. There's an old wall. So I think there's quite a bit to do here. Here is my hotel, the Albergueria del Camino. Like I said, it's too early to check in, so I'm just gonna keep walking and see what I can find. There is a museum of something like Leonie's life of people in this area of Spain. But I forgot it's Monday, and a lot of things are closed on Monday, and they are closed. So I'm not going to that museum. So let's see what else we can find. Here's my room, bathroom in there. It's been a while since I've had a bright green room. But this is nice. And I've got a really nice view. So down below the trees there is the patio where dinner is served. And then I have this church tower. Lovely. This is a cute little town. It has medieval origins. It's got the great little narrow, windy streets. I spent a bunch of time just wandering up and down the streets. Unfortunately, very little is open. The churches aren't open, that museum wasn't open, but the museum, it was because it was Monday. I don't know if that's the case with the churches. I did stop at the grocery store to stock up on some things that I need. And now I'm just gonna hang out here until it is lunchtime. And then we'll see if maybe things open up more in the afternoon. And then we'll just play it by ear. Over the last couple of days, I've been developing a little bit of a head cold. I don't have a sore throat. Mostly it's in my nose and a little bit in my chest. I took a COVID test. It's not COVID. I just have a cold. But the thing that I want to point out is that the pharmacies in Europe are wonderful, and you can go in there and you can ask for advice and they will give you something that works for you. So I went into a pharmacy here in Mansilla de las Mulas, and she gave me, it's basically a powder you add to water. It's orange flavored, that you drink 3 times a day, I think, that hopefully will help. I know that it has Tylenol, whatever the ingredient, it's not Tylenol, it's paracetamol or something, which is the same ingredient as Tylenol. It's got Tylenol in it and some other stuff. So I'm hoping that will kick this cold right away. But it also makes it good that I'm not walking for a couple of days. So I'm not walking today, I'm not walking tomorrow. I'm not walking the next day because that's a free day that I already had planned in Leon. And then the day after that is only an 11-kilometer day. So basically I have 4 essentially days off. So I'm hoping that that will knock this cold out and I'll be ready to go for the final stretch from Leon in a few days. So I just wanted to point out the thing about the pharmacy, because if you've never been to Europe, you might not know that they can do more for you than a pharmacy in the US can in terms of giving you advice and essentially prescribing something for you. And it's not expensive, because I bought this powder and I also needed some blister stuff, and the total was, I think, 10 euros. So it's well worth stopping in a pharmacy at the first sign of anything wrong when you're traveling in Europe. Here's where I'm having lunch. It's in the upstairs of a building. That place I just ate lunch was called The Curious Case of Food, which I thought was a great name. I admit I went there because of the name. Food was awesome. It was so much food though, I'm so stuffed. But that's what siesta time is for, so I think that's what's next. So this church does appear to be open this afternoon, so let's go take a look inside. My hotel is right there. I went out, looked at that church, just wandered around a bit. There's really nothing else that's open or anything that really you can see that I didn't see before. So I just came out to get something to drink. Dinner at the hotel is at 7:30 and it's around 6:30 right now. I can't imagine I'm going to be hungry. I had so much to eat at lunch. I'll probably just have some snacks up in my room and call it a night. I am super excited to be heading to Leon tomorrow. I'll talk about that more in my video tomorrow, but hoping for a really great night's sleep tonight. I did have a nap, so that was good. And we'll just keep moving on tomorrow. So have a great day, and I will see you then.